Power Rangers reboot, blah, blah, blah.
It's the Villains Vodcast.
What's up, guys? I'm Eli Wilbur.
And I'm Aldo Montijo.
And this is the Villains Vodcast. Who is this guy? What is he doing here? Do you know him?
Where am I?
So sorry that we took a small little hiatus these last couple weeks, but we're back. We're bigger than life. We're here to talk about the Power Rangers. A few weeks ago, the Power Rangers fan-made trailer dropped. Well, where did that thing come from? What did you think of it, Aldo?
First of all, we have to clarify that it is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fan-made.
That's
because
true.
there's about 27 different versions of Power Rangers.
This is very true. Did you grow up in Power Rangers?
I did the originals, and then they went to space.
Yes.
That was exciting.
I liked it when they went to space.
Me too.
I felt like it gave Zordon more of a story when they went to space.
It did. It was a lot more interesting, and now they've come up with so many variations of the show that it's hard to keep up with.
It really is. At this point, I don't even know where they're at in the timeline of Power Rangers. We've never seen anything like this. It was gritty, it was bloody, it was a little sexy, it was a little drug related. There's a little bit of everything that you would expect from like a Quentin Tarantino version of the Power Rangers.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, first of all, when I found out that there's a Power Rangers fan-made film, I was like, Power Rangers, they're relevant again. Yes. And so I was like, I have to watch it. I watched it all. It looked amazing. That's my first impression. First thing I take from it, it looks amazing. It looks like it could be its own sci-fi movie.
Right.
But I think it lacked a little bit in the story.
I would have to agree with you. I mean, at first I watched it and I was just happy that something from my childhood was back. You know, did you ever see the Pokemon short fan-made trailer?
I didn't.
It's pretty awesome because they made it gritty and they made it very adult-like, and it was weird. Like, obviously, it's one of those things where you're like, okay, they made it adult just to make it adult. There's no need to make it adult. It's how cool can you make it? How cool can you make the Pokemon? And that's how I feel about Power Rangers. It's like, I don't need it to be an adult, gritty, super violent, super sexy version of the Power Rangers. All I'm looking for is just how can you make it to something that I can care about at the age I am now? At the end of the day, I think we can all be honest about it. Power Rangers is a really stupid concept.
Oh, man.
It's about a bunch of teenagers who transform into these, I guess you call them superheroes, and fight aliens. And it works in a much different context, I guess. You got to make it work in a specific way. The show, you watch it now and you're like, wow.
Yeah, how did I watch that? Why
Exactly.
did I spend so much time on this show?
Absolutely. And you don't want to see that. I don't want to see that again as an adult. For those who are unfamiliar, Lionsgate is on the verge of making a live-action Power Rangers movie, going back to the original, not with the newer Power Rangers. It's all about the original, and that's exciting. That's cool. But I don't want to see the original Power Rangers movie again. I don't want to see a kiddie version of it. I want to see something that's a little bit more adult. But again, I don't want to see something that's bloody. That's not what it was. And this was interesting because, like you said, it looked great. And my first impression of it, when it's showing the Great War of the Machines, and like you're seeing the Megazord fighting the Transformer, that was cool.
When I saw that, I was expecting that's what the whole trailer or
That's
fan
what I was hoping for, yeah.
film will be about. And I was like, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm in. But after that, switched completely.
It was weird.
It was.
It was really weird. Look, at the end of the day, the story was very lacking. It didn't have a great story. As much as I'm sure they were like, hey, we wanted this to be cool and gritty, and we want to make sense to the Power, have references to the original Power Rangers and all that stuff. It made me go, like, they maybe watched a few episodes of the Power Rangers and then filled in the gaps, but it just didn't. it didn't satisfy what I want as an adult Power Ranger fan. It just didn't satisfy it. It looked great. A lot of people were like, I want this to be the Power Rangers movie. I don't want this to be the Power Rangers movie. I want the intro to be the Power Rangers movie.
That would be great.
Would be fine. That if that was what we see in the Lionsgate Power Rangers movie, I'm in. I would pay to see that 5 times in the theaters and be very happy.
Like you, I wasn't satisfied to my Power Rangers taste or my Power Ranger urge.
Yeah.
I wasn't satisfied with this, and as a huge Dawson Creek's fan, I wasn't satisfied at all.
Worst Dawson Creek follow-up ever, right?
Worse. You're not Dawson's Creek, you're not Power Rangers. What are you?
Where are you? Now, there was a big hubbub online. The director of the short film, and the producer, they kind of threw a tantrum because Saban Entertainment, they were petitioning Vimeo and YouTube to take down the short film due to what they were calling copyright infringement. Now, Aldo, what is your overall impression when it comes to fan films? Do you feel like that is, if a fan film is made and it's put out there onto the internet and no one's charging for it, they're not, no money is being exchanged, do you think it's harmful to a brand?
I think this fan-made movie is the complete opposite of being harmful to anybody, because at the end of the day, it's building up hype for Power Rangers.
I agree.
You might have been completely out of the loop with Power Rangers and Lionsgate, but now you see this film and you're like, oh, Power Rangers, oh, they're making a reboot? They're starting it again?
Right.
Oh, okay, I'm interested.
Yeah.
This is building up hype.
Yeah, I agree. I think, what's the harm? No money is exchanging hands. The videos on Vimeo and YouTube did get taken down, but the next day they were right back up with a ton of disclaimers saying that they are not affiliated with Saban, not affiliated with the actual Power Rangers brand, that this is just a fan film. They don't want any money. They don't want any donations, no Kickstarter, nothing. Just here it is for exhibition. Watch it, enjoy, that's it. And look, that's all it should be there for. I mean, people use fan films as a way to get jobs. This guy he's a well-known music video director. He wants to probably branch out into filmmaking, probably get one of those Marvel DC franchises, or hey, maybe he wants a job for the Power Rangers movie. This is his way of saying, hey, this is what I can do. This is what, I love Power Rangers. I love things that are geeky. I love sci-fi. I'm going to take all of those things and put them together and make a short film based on something that I love. And again, he's not asking for money. I think all he's trying to do is just show what he can do, try and get one of those franchises under his belt, and that's it. No harm, no foul. And I'm glad that the videos are back up. I'm glad that everything seems to be cool between these guys and Saban Entertainment. To me, it's important that these things are allowed. As a filmmaker, as someone who loves all things geeky, I mean, hopefully I am at a point where I have a small little budget to put together a fan film, and I would hope that that's okay for me to do just as a fan and as someone who wants to showcase the things that I can do with this character that I'm so into. And I think anyone should be able to do that as long as there's no money exchanging hands, as long as there's no, harm to the brand. I don't see it being an issue.
Overall, I think there's no harm done. It's a film that you'd watch to be entertained, and I think the creator of this film was just trying to tell his own story, his own twist, how he would see it, how he would do this story, and that's all that he was doing. And I think that turned out great. Looks great, but
story-wise, not so good. Well, guys, that's it for this episode of the Villains Vodcast. I just want to thank my co-host Aldo Montijo for being here on the show today.
Thank you for having me on set today, and I want to thank the camera crew, the lighting crew, and the audio crew for helping me out and making this a great experience.
Don't mock the system, man. It works.
And if you want to see me more on this show, comment below.
Let us know down in the comments below, guys. We're open to that, all right? I want this guy on the show more often. So if you want more Aldo, Let us know down in the comments below. And hey guys, look, I'm constantly trying to improve the show, constantly trying to figure out what is working, what's not working. If you have any comments, any suggestions, anything like that, let me know down in the comments below. What do you want us to talk about? I mean, look, at the end of the day, the show's about you guys. If you want us to talk about not Power Rangers, but something else, let us know down in the comments below. We are slaves to your suggestions, to your requests. We're waiting for you. So until next time, guys, I'm Eli Wilbur.
And I'm Aldo Montijo.
And this is the Villains Vodcast on Villainous Entertainment. We'll see you guys next week.